Get ready for a deep dive into a wild story
Okay.
about a group of tech titans
Yeah.
who kind of revolutionized how we pay for things online,
Yeah.
made billion-dollar deals,
Mm-hmm.
and then went on to found companies
Right.
that are shaping the world as we know it. We're
Yeah.
talking about the origins and impact
Yep.
of the so-called PayPal Mafia.
The PayPal Mafia.
You've probably used their services.
I think just about everyone has.
I think you're right.
It's a fascinating story, I think, of ambition,
Yeah.
innovation,
Uh-huh.
and a little bit of good timing, too.
Absolutely.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how the PayPal story
Yeah.
is really, like, intertwined with the rise of the internet itself.
Yeah. It all started way back in the late 1990s.
The Wild West of the internet.
It really was, when the internet was still
It was so new.
brand new.
Yeah.
And most people couldn't even fathom, like, sending money online.
No.
Like, back then, checks,
Right.
money orders.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the norm.
The old-fashioned way.
You had to go to the bank
And
and
hope that it got there. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the Palm Pilot.
Oh, the Palm.
The height of mobile tech at the time.
Yes, cutting edge.
Cutting edge.
Yeah.
It was kind of against this backdrop
Mm-hmm.
that Peter Thiel and Max Levchin
Oh, wow.
founded Confinity,
Okay.
a company with this vision to enable person-to-person payments
Right.
using these handheld devices.
Yeah. So these guys were ahead of their time.
Yeah, they really were.
Like way ahead of their time.
Confinity, I love that name.
Such a good name.
It's a fusion of confidence and infinity,
That's right.
which just perfectly captures like the boldness of their vision.
It really does.
But tell me more about Thiel and Levchin.
Okay.
Like, what were their backgrounds?
So Thiel,
Yeah.
he was already a little bit of a maverick, I would say.
Okay.
Stanford law grad.
Wow.
Background in derivatives trading.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically like making calculated bets on the future price of assets. And he was running his own hedge fund
Okay.
before even venturing into online payments.
So not your average tech entrepreneur.
No, not at all.
Okay. What about Levchin?
Levchin's story is equally impressive.
Okay.
So he emigrated from the Soviet Union to Chicago
Wow.
when he was 16.
16 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Studied computer science at the University of Illinois and even sold a software company to Microsoft
Gee.
before co-founding Confinity.
So these were serious minds
Yeah.
tackling a problem
Yeah.
that most people hadn't even considered yet.
Right. Like people were just figuring out email and
Yeah.
these guys are thinking about like how to transfer money instantly
Right.
online.
It seems like they both had this knack for spotting opportunities
Mhm.
and taking risks.
Totally. Yeah.
But they weren't the only ones
I
with
love
their
it.
eyes on the prize.
Right.
While Confinity was getting off the ground.
Yep.
Another future member of the PayPal Mafia
Oh, yes.
was making waves.
Okay.
A young entrepreneur
Where?
named Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Even at 27,
Yeah.
he was already a serial entrepreneur.
He gets started early.
He does.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the guy that taught himself to code around age 10.
It's unbelievable.
I know.
Yeah.
And sold his first video game for $500 at the age of 12.
Wow.
Talk about a prodigy.
That's over $1,300 in today's money.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
It seems like he was kind of destined for big things.
I think so.
What was his vision for online payments?
So Musk co-founded X.com
Okay.
with this really grand vision
Okay.
of creating an entire online bank,
Wow.
not just a payment service.
Okay.
And he was super aggressive in his pursuit of this goal,
Really?
offering like really generous sign-up and referral bonuses to
Wow.
attract users.
It sounds like the early days of online payments were a little bit of a wild west.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
With multiple companies kind of vying for dominance.
Yeah, it was very competitive.
Yeah.
A lot of innovation happening quickly, but both Confinity and X.com
Yeah.
pretty quickly realized that eBay's booming online auction market
Right.
was just ripe for disruption.
They saw the opportunity.
Yeah,
At that time, most eBay sellers were just individuals
right.
without merchant accounts,
Yeah,
making it difficult for buyers to pay them.
exactly. So it was all very like
Difficult.
manual. You had to like write a
Yeah.
check and mail it.
Or like a money order or something.
Yeah, it was a hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they saw an opportunity to streamline
Uh-huh.
the payment process
Yeah.
for millions of eBay users.
Millions.
Yeah.
It was huge.
That's where PayPal comes in, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
It kind of starts as like a side project for Confinity.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it quickly becomes their flagship product with
Okay.
its user-friendly name.
Yeah.
Simple interface.
Yeah.
It just took off.
It's amazing how something that started as an afterthought
I know. It's funny how that happens,
Yeah,
right?
I'm such a game changer. Yeah, for sure.
So Confinity and X.com
Yeah.
were both gunning for eBay's massive user base.
Of course.
How did that play out?
So it was a fierce battle.
Yeah.
Like both companies were offering these referral bonuses, and they were developing tools to encourage eBay sellers to use their service and then to make things even more interesting.
Okay.
eBay itself enters the fray.
Okay.
They acquire this credit card processing company called BillPoint.
Okay.
So suddenly it's a three-way fight for control of the online auction payment landscape.
So this is like a classic David versus Goliath situation.
Oh, yeah, totally.
What did Confinity and X.com do to compete with eBay's resources and platform advantage?
Well, Confinity made a very bold move.
Okay.
And kind of controversial.
Yeah.
I think Max Levchin, brilliant programmer, developed this thing called a charity bot.
Okay, a charity bot.
That would place bids on eBay auctions.
And he would notify sellers beforehand that the purchases were for charity.
Okay.
So if the bot won, sellers were encouraged to sign up for PayPal.
Okay.
So it was clever, but I can imagine that some people question the ethics.
Oh, for sure.
Using a bot to manipulate auctions.
Right, even for a good cause.
Even for a good cause.
What was the outcome of all this?
Well, it certainly generated a lot of buzz, brought attention to PayPal, and I think it was a sign of things to come in a surprising move.
Right.
The two rivals, Confinity and X.com, decided to merge in March of 2000.
Wow.
Forming this new company that kept the X.com name, but continued to operate under the PayPal brand.
So they joined forces to take on the giant.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. But merging two companies with these strong personalities, different cultures, never easy.
Yeah, never. What happened next?
Well, it was a period of intense internal change. And frankly, a bit of drama.
Okay.
So Peter Thiel became the SVP of Finance.
Okay.
Max Levchin took on the role of CTO. And they brought in Bill Harris, the former CEO of Intuit, as the new CEO.
Okay.
Elon Musk, the largest shareholder, became chairman of the board.
It sounds like a powerhouse team.
On paper.
But I sense there were some clashes.
There were definitely clashes. Thiel actually resigned just a few months later because of disagreements with Harris's leadership and strategic direction. He felt that Harris was too focused on traditional banking practices and wasn't embracing the innovative, disruptive spirit that had made PayPal successful. So they lost one of their key founders right out of the gate.
Right away.
Yeah.
What did Musk do?
Well, Musk was on this business trip. And he started hearing these complaints about Harris's leadership and financial decisions. He flew back, called an emergency board meeting.
Wow.
Which ultimately led to Harris being ousted.
So Musk stepped in.
Musk stepped in as CEO.
Wow, that's a decisive move.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around.
No, he does not.
But that must cause some waves.
I bet.
What was the reaction?
Yeah, what was the reaction to Musk taking over?
You know, it was mixed. Some people welcomed his visionary leadership and bold decision making. Others were a little wary of his sometimes abrasive style.
Right.
But to his credit, Musk recognized the importance of bringing Thiel back into the fold. So he appointed Thiel as the new chairman, mended their relationship, and restored some stability to the company.
Wow. So despite all this internal turmoil, PayPal was still fighting an uphill battle.
Oh, yeah.
Against eBay and BillPoint.
They were?
What were some of the key challenges they faced during this period?
Okay, well, on top of the competition from eBay, PayPal was burning through cash. Like an alarming rate. I think something like $10 million per month.
Wow.
They desperately needed to become profitable and find a way to scale their platform to handle this rapidly growing user base.
It sounds incredibly stressful.
I can't even imagine. Yeah.
Were there any other major hurdles they had to overcome?
I think one of the biggest challenges was fraud.
Fraud. How so?
Organized crime rings were exploiting loopholes in PayPal's system.
Oh, wow.
Which was costing them millions.
Really?
So this forced them to kind of become pioneers in online security and fraud prevention. They had to develop these innovative solutions that would ultimately become industry standard.
It seems like they were constantly putting out fires.
Yeah, constantly.
But in the midst of all this, Musk makes this decision that sparks even more controversy. Wow. He insisted on phasing out the PayPal name.
What?
I know. And using X.com as the sole brand.
Really?
Yeah, why was he so fixated on X.com?
Well, you see, Musk had this grand vision for X.com as like a one-stop shop for all financial services.
This is not just payments.
Not just payments.
Okay.
He saw the PayPal name as too limiting. Yeah. But many employees and even some board members strongly disagreed.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. They argued that the PayPal brand was already becoming synonymous with like trust and ease of use.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a recipe for conflict.
That is.
What happened?
Well, the situation came to a head while Musk was on vacation.
Of course, while he's on vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Several key executives threatened to resign unless he stepped down as CEO.
Wow.
They felt like his insistence on the X.com name was a strategic blunder and that his leadership style was becoming detrimental to the company. So the board had to make a difficult decision.
A very difficult decision.
Yeah. What did they do?
They sided with the executives and ultimately ousted Musk as CEO.
Wow.
Although he remained the company's largest shareholder.
Okay, so that's a huge turning point.
It is a huge turning point.
It's incredible how much drama unfolded behind the scenes of this company that most people just saw as a convenient way to pay for things online.
It's crazy.
I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Oh, it gets even better.
Okay, so Musk is out.
Out.
And the company is at a crossroads.
It's fine.
Did this shake-up, derail PayPal's trajectory?
Not at all.
Okay.
It actually kind of proved to be a turning point for the company.
Okay.
So with Peter Thiel back at the helm as CEO, they made a crucial decision.
Okay, what was that?
They reverted the name back to PayPal officially.
Oh, so they finally realized that PayPal brand had real value.
It did.
Yeah, recognition among users.
Yeah, for sure.
Did dropping the X.com name help to unify the company?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It signaled a renewed focus on what had made PayPal successful in the first place.
Which was?
User-friendly, secure, innovative payment platform.
Yeah.
And it allowed them to move forward with a clearer sense of purpose and identity.
So with a unified team and a recognizable brand, what did PayPal do next?
Well, they went public.
It went public.
Yeah.
Okay, when?
June 2001, PayPal launched its initial public offering, raising a substantial $63 million.
Wow.
It was a resounding success, which really demonstrated that investors believed in the company's potential, even without Musk leading the charge.
It's amazing to think that they were able to achieve this level of success.
I know, it's pretty incredible.
After all the internal turmoil and external challenges.
Yeah, all the drama.
Yeah, they had a lot going on.
Yeah, they did.
But what about eBay?
Oh, eBay.
Were they still a threat?
This is where PayPal's strategic focus on eBay really paid off.
Okay.
By 2002, a staggering 70% of all eBay auctions accepted PayPal.
Wow. 70%.
Okay.
And a quarter of all transactions on the platform were processed through their service.
So they had basically become the default payment option.
Yeah, they were.
For eBay sellers.
Yeah, they really outmaneuvered the giant.
They did.
Yeah.
That they were initially trying to disrupt.
This is pretty amazing.
What did eBay do in response to PayPal's dominance?
Well, they did what many companies do.
Yeah.
When faced with a formidable competitor, they can't beat. They acquired them.
We bought them.
Yeah. 2002 landmark deal.
Yeah.
eBay buys PayPal for a whopping $1.5 billion.
Wow. That's an incredible return on investment.
It is.
For PayPal's founders and investors.
Oh, yeah.
So this acquisition officially solidified the PayPal Mafia as like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Yeah.
They arrive in the tech world.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it as fascinating and insightful as we did.
We encourage you to keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
That's what it's all about.
Until next time.
Yes.
Keep diving deep.